Welcome, everybody. Wow, what a wonderful Wednesday. How have you guys been? I can't believe I haven't been here for a week. I don't know about you guys, but time has just zoomed by, and I was like, oh yeah, I was just here on Monday. No, maybe it was Friday. Nope, I haven't been here in a whole week. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? How was the rest of last week? How was the beginning of this week? Let's see who's here. Deborah says good morning. Greetings, Jackie. Good morning, Trisha. Hi, Nancy. Good morning, Melinda. Good day, Julie, Heather, Diana. Deborah thought you missed sessions. I did throw you guys for a loop a little bit. I posted a random video on my YouTube channel. I had to do a little bit of research with some oracle cards, and I had to read through a bunch of them. So I was like, you know what? I'll just turn this into a fun pick a card oracle session. So I recorded that last week, and then I edited it, and I just posted that on Monday. And Greg was like, oh no, I missed a live. But that wasn't a live. That was just me doing research, and I recorded it so you guys could have some fun stuff. Yeah, Lucy says, I missed you on Monday when I realized there wasn't a session. Yeah, that was just a random video that I decided to throw up for you guys. Good morning, Sweat and Elena. Jackie has missed this tribe. Me too. I've been having a really good time in my life, though. Jody, happy spring from Arizona. Greetings, Lori. Howdy, Bonnie. Namaste, Sophia. Good day, Janice. Good morning, Jen. April, good evening from Japan. I saw that and I cannot wait to watch it fully. You can watch the whole thing if you want. I'm literally reading 12 oracle cards. Or I explain in the beginning how you can utilize the episode. There's a couple of different ways you can use it. I got Greg. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to trick you guys. It's not April Fool's anymore. Bonnie saw it. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Teresa. So happy to catch you live today. Me too. We have a jam-packed session today. We have a lot to talk about. Good morning, Jennifer. Hi, AJ. Petra, good afternoon from South Africa. Thanks for joining us. Violet, good morning from New York. Melissa, heya from Canada. Hi, Anik. How are all my East Coast people? We were live when you guys had that earthquake. And I'm pretty naive when it comes to earthquakes. I've lived in the Midwest my whole life, so I don't pay attention to those kinds of natural disasters. But I was hearing that that's a very uncommon place to have earthquakes. So I just want to check in with you guys and see how you're all doing. Violet and Anik, they say it was wild. Deborah felt it in the Catskill Mountain in New York. Interesting. Hello, Tam. Happy day from Minnesota. Yeah, we got Gemma with us today. This is our orange-red. She's a red healer mix. Whenever you guys see any of my dogs, none of them are purebred. They're all rescues, so they're all who knows what, but she's a red healer something. MK, hello from Russian River Valley in Northern California. Awesome. Hello, Tolkien. So, you guys know I haven't been here in a week, and this was actually supposed to be a slow week in astrology, but I have 4 things to talk about today. We're going to talk about Mercury retrograde conjunct Chiron. This happened yesterday at 19 degrees of Aries. I'll remind you of all these degrees. Today, the 17th, we have Venus conjunct the North Node, which is happening at 15 degrees of Aries. And this is something I did not prep you guys on when I did my April astrology highlights. I completely overlooked this. On Friday, we have Mercury retrograde meeting up with Venus at 17 degrees of Aries. And on Friday, we have the Sun entering Taurus. So I know that this session is titled The Sun Entering Taurus or Taurus Season or something like that, but there was way too much going on in the sky that I couldn't ignore. So we're going to talk a little bit about Mercury, Chiron, Venus, the North Node, Aries energy for a little bit, and then we're going to get into the Sun in Taurus, I promise. Sophia asks, is that gorgeous moon calendar new? Yes, and it came from Charlotte. She comes here on Insight Timer a few times. And if I'm remembering correctly, her little picture is a yin yang, and it's just really funny that it's right next to my yin yang. I didn't do that on purpose. That just crossed my mind right now. So let me help you make sense of these 3 Aries conjunctions. Greg, really good observation. And then we'll talk about Taurus season. So Greg says, wow, and it's all happening near where the eclipse happened. Yes. So the more I do astrology, the more I can like remember and piece together what certain degrees things happened at. So let me double check. So the Venus conjunct the North Node, that's happening today, 15 degrees of Aries. This is where, mid-February, we had Chiron and the North Node meet up. So the North Node stayed at 15, and now Venus has come to meet there. Yesterday, I know that I'm like going all over the place today, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Yesterday, we had Mercury retrograde conjunct Chiron at 19 degrees of Aries. That is the exact degree where the Aries eclipse happened on April 8th. And at the very end, I don't want to spoil my flow, but at the very end, we'll talk about why 17 degrees of Aries, where Mercury retrograde will meet up with Venus on Friday, why 17 degrees of Aries is a hot time too. So I promise I have this all in a flow, so it'll all make sense. There's a lot of numbers, a lot of words, a lot of repeating planets here as well, but stick with me. Sweat, according to Vedic astrology, my sun is in Taurus. In Western, I'm a Gemini. Similar, in Western, I'm a Taurus, and in Vedic, it tells me I'm an Aries, so who knows? We all hold the whole zodiac within us, and like whatever the planets allow us permission to identify as is what we can follow, so it doesn't really matter, whatever. Coming from an astrologer who bases their whole life on astrology, it really doesn't matter. This is all just play, and it makes things interesting, and it gives something to follow, so life is less chaotic. Monique, good morning. You're a Taurus, ready for Taurus season. Debbie from Arizona, welcome. All right, yesterday, Tuesday, April 16th, Mercury retrograde conjunct Chiron, 19 degrees of Aries, eclipse point. Mercury retrograde represents a time of mental review, revisiting ideas and themes of Aries. Aries is the self. So the whole month of April is a time of deep self-reflection. Mercury stationed retrograde in Aries on April 1st. So we're in this deep time of rethinking ourselves, revisiting parts of ourselves. So yesterday, having Mercury retrograde in Aries meet up with Chiron, this signifies a time of reviewing your healing journey. If you're unaware, Chiron is an asteroid who represents the wounded healer. Chiron represents the part of ourselves that feels wounded and inadequate, but this wounded part of ourselves serves as our catalyst for self-healing. So when I first touched on this conjunction in my April astrology highlights video, this came through like a time of realizing all the healing that you've completed. Like the mind was catching up to the work that your soul has been doing. So Chiron has been in Aries since 2018. So this healing work that I'm referring to may have been something that's been in progress since 2018, 2019. And the lesson that is being realized this week, this lesson that's becoming consciously known this week, may have been amping up since February. This may have been becoming more and more highlighted and apparent since February. That is when Chiron and the North Node met up. North Node, destiny point, Chiron, deep healing. So since Chiron and the North Node met up in February, this ushered the world into some destined healing. This is available for everybody. This isn't a natal conjunction. This is something that's happening in the sky that everyone has access to. So in February, we had that fated time of finding a new solution to some long-running issue. Now Mercury retrograde is catching up to Chiron. Like, oh my gosh, that's right. I did do all that healing. I have come this far. This conjunction may also appear as a sense of knowing what else is coming up on the healing journey. And this is not to negate all the work that you've done, but this may be a time when you find the next objective. As I was even making my notes and as I'm saying it out loud now, I kind of feel a little bit of like defeat. I feel a little bit of like, oh my God, there's more. I don't want to keep going. But it's like in this time of review, you may have been realizing, holy smokes, I've come so far. I've done that work. I'm definitely not the person I was 5-6 years ago. This is amazing. I want to keep the momentum going. If I've been able to work through XYZ, of course I can work through ABC. So I hope that you guys aren't feeling that defeat of like, oh my God, there's more. I want you to have the Jacqui Mancuso excitement, like, oh, there's more. I've already done this and now I have the opportunity to do this. Awesome. This can be beneficial. This conjunction that we have today can be beneficial to this energy. It's all an opportunity, Jacqui. I love that. So today we have Venus conjunct the North Node. Today, Wednesday, April 17th. Venus conjunct the North Node at 15 degrees of Aries. This is the same degree point where the North Node and Chiron met up in February, when this sense of healing that we've been working through since 2018 started to pick up, started to amplify. Now Venus comes, meets up with the North Node here, and this gives us the oomph to continue. This conjunction gives us more of a reason why. Why are we doing this work? Why do I want to continue to put myself through this healing, right? Venus represents what we value, and the North Node, it's a node of fate. It's our personal North Star. It's a collective destiny point. So Venus meeting up with the North Node, right after we are made consciously aware of something else on our healing journey, this gives us a feeling of why we would continue to follow our destiny path. This gives us a sense of understanding why you want to do what you feel you must do. I'm going to say that again. Venus conjunct the North Node gives you a sense of understanding why you want to do what you feel you must do. I feel like there's like a reason. It's all coming together. There's all a purpose, a point to it. This conjunction happening in Aries, this helps us see what's in it for us. Aries represents the self, the I am. I am valuable and I am worthy of healing. I am able to heal. I am healing. Venus also shows us our resources. So today, she's showing us how our sense of destiny can be used as a resource. Those feelings of, this is what I must do. I must do it for me. I must do it for past me and for future me. Venus is showing us how we can utilize those feelings and transmute them into a beautiful journey of self-discovery. Venus conjunct the North Node today. She's showing us how to step out of the victim mentality how to step away from hanging on to how hard it is and how much work you have to do and woe is me. And Venus is helping us find the value of our emotions and how to use them as tools. You know, I'm going to utilize this sadness, this despair, to push me into wanting to heal, not to hold me back. Tolkien says, I love your ability to alter perspectives and approach things from various angles. Thank you. Thank you, Tolkien. Violet, is it safe to take my puppy to a meet and greet today, or should I wait? I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Karma, nod to the North Node and hail to Venus. Greg, valuing the must-do more, finding value in the must-do, finding a reason for why you must do, making it all make sense, not the obligatory, like, okay, dad's telling me I must do this, so I'm just going to suck it up and do it. That would be more Saturn energy. Venus energy is saying, oh, I can see why I must do this. I get it. I see the trajectory of how my life will be beneficial because I must do this. So I'm honored to have this must. Does that make sense, Greg? Destiny as a resource resonates. Shauna feels this viscerally, stepping out of victim mentality. Good evening, Eleanor. So, becoming consciously aware of everything we've healed and almost receiving a knowing of what else is to come on the healing journey. Then feeling the value. Okay, I can do this for me. I want to do this for me. Then on Friday, April 19th, Mercury retrograde is going to move back to catch up with Venus. So yesterday, Mercury retrograde met up with Chiron at 19 of Aries. Friday, Mercury retrograde boogies on back to 17 degrees of Aries, where he meets up with Venus. So these two planets just had their own things going on. Mercury reviewed his healing journey with Chiron and maybe made some more next steps. Venus just saw the value in what we must do. So now Mercury retrograde meets up with Venus. And this feels like, this is on Friday, guys, this feels like remembering an even deeper value, a core value, a bit of self-love that may have been buried under trauma, under hurt, under upset from the past. This conjunction gives me the sense of saying to ourselves, damn right I deserve to be happy. Damn right I am valuable enough to have the life I desire. And it's remembered that you get to have what you want. Not in a selfish way where you are purposefully taking from others, but you get to have what you want in a self-loving way, in a self-respecting way. This Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries really gives me the feeling of totally loving and appreciating yourself, realizing that you are worthy of something else, something that you've been pushing away, something that you never thought you would deserve. But this is like the icing on the cake on Friday. All of this effort that you've been putting into self-healing with Chiron and Aries since 2018, you've been doing this for years. All this energy that you've been putting into healing yourself, coupled with the North Node in Aries since July of 2023, we have this destiny to put ourselves first. It's finally time you put yourself first, because you deserve to be happy and fulfilled just as much as all the other people in your life you make sure are happy and fulfilled. And for deeper reasons that are, I can't get them out into words right now, but this is so timely with the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction coming up, right? Finally realizing I deserve the life that I desire, So damn right I'm going to ask for it, because that's what Jupiter and Uranus want to deliver to you. That's coming up on Saturday. We're going to talk about that on Friday. But that energy, it's been in the sky. It's coming exact on Saturday. It's going to continue to be in the sky. So don't worry about when you have to ask for what you want. It's available. It's here. This is also really making me think about the upcoming Scorpio full moon on the 23rd. And this is all about transmuting, getting rid of the past, getting rid of feeling like you weren't worthy of things, feeling like you had to collaborate and share and intermingle with other people to get what you want. I feel like that's just like a nope. Not to say like, I don't need no one, but like, I don't need anyone. I don't need to depend on anyone else. I get to create the life that I want. And if other people want to share it with me, beautiful. But I don't need to rely on them. That's what all this is coming through. And we'll talk about that. I'll be here on Friday, this Friday, to talk about Jupiter-Uranus. And then I'll be here on Monday to talk about that full moon. But, oh my gosh, I have so much more to talk about today still. Remember in the very beginning I said, I'll let you know why that 17-degree point is super important, and what's happening at the 17-degree point of Aries on Friday. That's when Mercury and Venus are going to meet up, feeling that sense of like, damn right, I'm ready. I need this. So all of these conjunctions this week are happening in the middle of Aries. We had a conjunction at 15, 17, and 19 of Aries. So if you have planets or points between 14 to 20 degrees of Aries, this is a hot week for you right now. Regardless, if you don't have planets there, what I noticed when I was making my notes for today is that the moon is in Leo right now. And at the time that I started this live stream at 8:15 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday the 17th, the moon was exactly at 17 degrees of Leo. Exactly trining and supporting all of these self-loving aspects. This is just like the cherry on top, right? Friday's Mercury with Venus, that's the icing on the cake. This moon trining all of this, moon in Leo trining all of this, it's like the cherry on top. You want some sprinkles? You want some, I don't know, granola? What else goes on Sundays? The moon in Leo is not afraid to shine. The moon in Leo is not afraid to accept praise. So please give yourself a gosh darn pat on the back, applaud yourself, and allow yourself to be applauded for everything that you've created in your life up till now. Twingle is perfect. Bye. Mercury is retrograde, guys. Communication is crazy. Greg, yeah, what a power-packed month. The more I get specific and I dig into these aspects, the more I'm just like, yes, it's actually happening. Yes, yes, yes. Diane has Chiron at 20 degrees of Aries, getting ready for that Chiron return. So excited for you. I love it. What is the moon trining? Everything that I just talked about. Everything that I just talked about. So Mercury conjunct Chiron yesterday. Venus conjunct the North Node today. Mercury conjunct Venus on Friday. By Friday, the moon will have moved on, but the point is that today the moon is around that 17-degree point of Leo. It was there at 8:15. It might still be at 17. It might be at 18 at this point. But the moon in Leo is just saying like, yes, shine your light. Do it for you. The whole thing that I just talked about. So now that I've talked for 25 minutes about Aries, this brings us to why we're all here today, which is to talk about the sun entering Taurus on Friday the 19th. I had to get all of that out. It was way too important to just brush over it. But the sun enters Taurus on April 19th, and the sun will shine through Taurus until May 20th. So the energy is going to shift a little bit. It happens every time the sun switches signs. this time a little bit more. We have had heavy Aries energy for a while. We had an Aries eclipse. We've had a ton of Chiron and North Node activity in Aries. And the energy has been very fast-paced, very initiatory, very fun-loving and childlike. The sun moving into Taurus is going to slow all of that down a little bit. Not immediately. This isn't like a halt. This isn't a hard stop. This is the beginning of the shift. Things are going to start to slow down. So if you've been feeling a little exhausted, a little overwhelmed, thank you, sun moving into Taurus. Taurus is a fixed earth sign, very opposite from Aries, which is cardinal fire. Cardinal signs like Aries, they come at the beginning of the seasons. The beginning of Aries season was the spring equinox, time to get things moving. Fixed signs like Taurus, they always follow the cardinal signs and they sustain the energy. Taurus is a marathon runner, where Aries is a sprinter. Greg, will they solidify and ground too? Yeah, Taurus is an earth sign. Of course it's going to ground. So this is a time to begin to conserve your energy, to become a little bit more selective with what stays and what goes. Aries season really amps us up to begin a bunch of new projects, to say yes to a lot of new things. And now that the sun is about to move into Taurus, you may find yourself losing some motivation, losing some excitement for some of those projects. And that's totally fine. That is exactly the flow of this season. So don't beat yourself up if you feel like you can't keep up with everything that you got started during Aries season. Taurus is ruled by Venus. So Taurus and Venus are linked to value. Taurus season is a time to measure what you value. What holds value in your life? Is this really worth it? Am I really benefiting from this? Am I really enjoying this? I do think it's so beautiful that Venus, the ruler of Taurus, will still be in Aries when Taurus season begins. And Venus has just been involved in remembering the value of our healing journey. Venus has just been involved in loving and accepting ourselves, our true selves. So I do believe that this is going to be a very healing and lovely Taurus season. So that's the astrology I have for you guys today. We're about to switch into some oracle cards. I will be here on Friday to talk about arguably the biggest astrological event of 2024, which is the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. This is something that happens every 13, 14 years, but in the sign of Taurus, with everything else that's going on, I'm just so excited for this conjunction. But excuse me, we'll talk about that on Friday. What I want to do with the cards today is way too much. I think I'm feeling this like of Aries energy, and I just want to like expel everything I have. I'm so exhausted. I went to a line dancing convention this weekend. I literally country line danced for 10 hours each day, probably even more. 9 a.m. to midnight on Friday and Saturday. And it was amazing, and I think I want to start a line dancing hobby career. Jacqui, I didn't invite anyone. Even like my best girlfriend asked me if she can come with me, and I was like, no, I need this for me. And no one knew my name. I love going into moments like that where it's just me. I get to do my own thing. I don't have to be it was great. Anyway, I did that. And then yesterday I babysat my 4 nieces and nephews for like 10 hours. But something's making me super excited to do all of this. And I'm feeling pulled to do too much right now. So, start one here on Insight. Line dancing? Jacqui, we'll talk. We'll talk. You can come line dancing with me on Fridays. That is right, Violet. I forgot about that. 4/20/24 begins a series of palindrome days. And you can do it if you use the year 24 or if you use the word 2024. Bonnie, chronic vertigo killed my line dancing career. What about if you took out all the spans and you just did everything on one wall? Kiana, palindromes are things that can be read the same forwards and backwards. So 4/20/24, 20/24. And then it'll be the same for like 4/21/24, 21/24. It's just fun. It's magical. I've always loved palindromes. That's right, Bonnie. You did that with Zumba. We talked about that. Everything's about modifying. All right, what the hell are we doing here? Aries, a lot of Aries energy, right? So I want to use this dragon deck. I don't use this very often, but fire, Aries, boom, dragons, why not? And we had these 3 important conjunctions. So card 1 is going to represent Mercury conjunct Chiron. I'll bring you with me, guys. I'll make this make sense, I promise. Card 2 is going to represent Venus conjunct the North Node. Card 3 is going to represent Mercury conjunct Venus. So we're still going to do the same flow like I always do. I'm going to let you choose if any card pulls more strongly to you. That could mean that one of these conjunctions is super strong for you. We're just going to go with it because this feels right. So I always do group readings. This reading is for everybody. We're asking, what do these 3 conjunctions have available for us? What type of energy does Mercury conjunct Chiron have for us? What type of energy does Venus conjunct the North Node have for us? What type of energy does Mercury conjunct Venus have for us? And I will absolutely take you guys with. I'll give you the info you need before, during, after I read the cards. This is going to make sense, and I'm very excited for this reading. So thank you for sending your energy into this deck, connecting with whatever highest spirit you work with. Love it. The deck again, Jackie. This is the Dragon Oracle cards by Diana Cooper. So what do this week's conjunctions have available for us? So I'm looking for 3 cards. The whole reading is for all of us. But honestly, if I was describing one of these conjunctions and you were like, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going through right now, maybe pay attention to that card if you want to make this mental. If you want to make it intuitive, forget everything I talked about, which I feel like sometimes is easy. I feel like I give a lot of details that are... and then you can utilize your intuition. So I'm going to show you the backs of these cards once all 3 fall out. And if anything just feels different, there's no right or wrong way to use your intuition, but if anything happens to change in your body, in your knowing, in your sensing, in your physical environment, that could mean that that card just has some extra energy for you. But the whole reading is for all of us. So if you have no idea what's going on and you're like, I'm just here for it, the whole reading is for you. Oh, Lori. She says, love all the details you give us. Thank you. You're welcome. Greg vibed with all the transits. Lucy, you've done online workshops with Diana Cooper the last 2 evenings. Of course you have, Lucy. I rarely use this deck. Honestly, it's because this deck intimidates me. I'm learning how to ask questions to this deck. I guess I'll just say that real quick right now. If you guys are trying to learn how to use Oracle cards, or if you're like dipping your toe into it and you're having a hard time coming up with questions, my biggest advice is to learn how the deck wants to talk to you. Like this deck gives you the dragon energy. So it tells you what dragon wants to help you with your question. So just, you have to know that when you ask the question to the deck. So that's why I'm asking, what energy does this conjunction have for us? The answer from the card would be, this conjunction has the energy of this dragon. This is what this conjunction is trying to bring to you, if that makes sense. I'll show you the backs of the 3 cards. Let us know which cards are resonating with you. Good morning, Melinda. Here is the back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Let us know in the chat which cards are resonating with you, and I'll show them one more time just in case. The back of card number 1. The back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. I love the way these sessions are structured. There's a clear energy change. I felt it. I was so excited. Blah, 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 blah. Aries, Aries, blah, 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 blah. Cards. And then we move on. I love that. All right. Karma is working with 3. Greg, I know that this deck is important for you because you are a dragon. S2, Diana 1 and 2, Deborah 2 and 3, Violet 1, Mary Alice all 3, Barbara 1, Monique 1, Stacy 1, Agoda 3, Sarah 2, Patty 2, Sophia 2, Jackie 2 and 3, Eleanor 1, Christy all 3, Amanda 2 and a little 3, Karma 3 before you showed the back. That is clear cognizance, clear knowing. Joy all 3, Christy 1, Ginger 3, Deborah 3, Lori 1 and 3, Jessie 2, Kelly 1, Nancy 1 and 3, Melinda 1. Those told me to listen to 4, Bonnie. Interesting. We will have a card number 4. Different deck. Lisa, quick zap in my head on card number 2. Ella, 1, sense of needing to exhale. 2, centered. Greg, all. Anik, 1, but maybe all 3. Vanessa, all. Tolkien, 1 and 3. Chantel, 3, then 1. Melissa 3. AJ 1 and 2 for me. My birthday was yesterday and have had such a beautiful week so far. Happy birthday, AJ. April can't feel anything yet. It could be everything is equally as important. Rebecca 2 and 3. Okay. There's a lot going on because these cards are not in any sort of order. Well, they're in, I don't understand the order of this deck. Let me get my, there we go, get the page first, and then I'll bring you on board with me. So this first card, I asked, what does the Mercury conjunct Chiron energy have available for us? This conjunction happened yesterday at 19 degrees of Aries. You know what, let me do a quick copy and paste so I can give you guys the right information. Yes, Mercury conjunct Chiron at 19 degrees of Aries yesterday. That's the eclipse point. And this energy is giving us mental clarity of our healing journey. What else is left to do and how far we've come. So, April, I did show them twice. Right? Okay, thank you, Agoda. Did you guys see that thumbs up? Sometimes it happens. Everything can be blamed on Mercury retrograde, guys. Okay, so what does yesterday's transit of Mercury conjunct Chiron have available for us? Knowing how far we've healed and what's left to heal. So the energy is the Sunshine Yellow Dragon. This helps you help animals. Save animals. Heal, respect, and understand them. I can't wait to see how this makes sense. Anik, oh my god. We share our planet with a great variety of creatures who are all on a soul journey, just as we are. Like us, animals come from a myriad of star systems and planets. They all incarnate on Earth to experience learn, teach, and serve. Our task as humans is to cooperate with, look after, and learn from the animal kingdom. Fifth dimensional sunshine yellow dragons work with Archangel Phlaya, F-H-E-L-Y-A-I, Archangel Phlaya, the angel of animals. They send bursts of sunny yellow light into the auras of those who love and honor animals and help us to assist and heal all creatures. They are currently working assiduously to touch the hearts of those who need to understand how to treat animals with respect. They also bathe animals in their sunshine yellow light to soothe and heal them so they can fulfill their soul destiny. Drawing this card invites you to open your aura and allow sunshine yellow dragons to pour light into you, containing the keys and codes to understand at a profound level all the creatures of this planet. Then send these dragons to all humans who need to change their relationship with animals. See the minds and hearts of these people blazing glorious yellow as they expand their perspective and see animals for who they truly are. It is also important to visualize all the animals in the world being touched by sunshine yellow dragons and lighting up with hope. Be a sunshine yellow bridge of light along which these dragons can travel to help animals elsewhere, everywhere. You will accrue good karma as you assist your fellow creatures. So I can see the chat has been blowing up, but I don't want to get distracted. So what does this Mercury conjunct Chiron energy have available for us? Mercury conjunct Chiron. Chiron's the wounded healer. Chiron was a centaur. So maybe that's where all this animal energy is coming from. Chiron himself is half horse. And this card really draws on the energy of how similar we are to animals, right? How we're all the same. They are here to experience the same type of life that we are. So I just got the sense of maybe your own pet, or maybe, you know, you have a friend who has a pet, or maybe there's an animal that's just been showing up around your house who you've watched their healing journey. And I feel like this card is letting you know that you can learn from them as well. Everything in this life is a metaphor, guys. Everything that you see around you is just trying to teach you about yourself. So if you have the utmost respect for animals, because they just are, because they know that they deserve love, because they know that they deserve everything that they have in their life, perhaps it's time for you to recognize that you have all of those same privileges and rights as well, right? You just have to claim them. I was actually thinking about that the other day. Specifically my dog Piston, the big white guy. All he does is sleep and eat, and he doesn't have to do anything to earn that. I just love him, and all my dogs, right? But him specifically came up with this. I just love him so much that, like, if he looks at me the right way, I throw him a treat. Like, if he looks at me the right way, I pat the couch so he can come cuddle. He doesn't have to do anything. He's not trying to earn these rights. He just has them. So why don't we? Amanda's listening while you walk your two doggies. I saw a lot of people loving this one. Anik, Agoda, Bonnie says this is perfect. Yeah, where's Christine? She'll have to watch the replay. Heather, Violet love this card. Nancy just adopted a kitty on Sunday, so your other cat has a buddy. Love it. Violet solar plexus yellow keeps coming up. Yeah, Stacy loves this card. Agoda's crying. I'm drawn to heal animals. We have 5 cats and I love animals so much. If that's what, look at, and she just affirmed that. Every time my dogs move, they're talking to us. That could be that you're being drawn to the animal kingdom so that you can have like it's almost like a permission slip. When you heal others, you watch their healing journey, and then that gives you permission to understand yourself on a deeper level. So maybe, Agoda, it's the animals that are here to teach you how to heal yourself by you healing them. Rebecca, just yesterday I was explaining the merits of animal compassion. Love that. Jody has Bengal kitties. They've all been profound healers for you. Joy, our pets live in the flow of life. They are great reminders to us to be in the flow too. Yes, yes. Beautiful. Let's see maybe how these cards build on each other as well. Maybe something else will come out later about that card. But I'm glad it was resonating with you guys. Card number 2, we're asking, what does today's Venus North Node conjunction have available for us? This is happening at 15 degrees of Aries. The Venus conjunct the North Node is that value. This is the why. I have to do this. I have to put myself first, and I want to. This feels good. I see the value in it. Venus conjunct the North Node is also helping us use our emotions as a resource. I feel hurt, so I'm going to use that to propel me this way. So what energy does today Venus conjunct the North Node? What does that have for us? Trying to see if there's anything else I wanted to say about Venus conjunct the North Node. Yeah, I value my destiny. That's the energy of Venus conjunct the North Node. So what does that aspect have available for us? The Earth and Air Dragon, this is card number 2, represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. Fourth dimensional blue and brown earth and air dragons breathe life force, hope, and vitality into our hopes and dreams, while enabling us to ground them. They bring us into balance and harmony so that our visions can manifest in physical reality. To do this, we first picture our castle in the air and then ground it. These glorious dragons help us with this process. This card indicates it is the time to clarify your hopes and intentions. Ask the brown and blue earth and air dragons to illuminate your visions. Then ask them to help you take all the necessary action to bring those visions into physical reality. This will re-energize your life. These dragons also offer you assistance in rising above your challenges while remaining grounded in the beautiful vibration of Earth. They enable you to find the perfect balance so that your life can truly flow with grace and ease. So call on them now and ask them to help you understand the purpose of your life's lessons and see the highest good in all people and situations. As you see the lessons presented to you on your ascension pathway from a new perspective, your life will be filled with joy and purpose. Let the earth and air dragons breathe their life force into each of your 12 chakras and bring you into balance and harmony. Relax as they do this, and you will have a new sense of calm and equilibrium as you walk your divine path. So these earth and air dragons are coming through this Venus conjunct the North Node. What is screaming in the back of my mind, guys, Venus is the ruler of Taurus. We're about to come into Taurus season. We're about to have this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. So this Venus North Node conjunction is helping us ground our destiny. It's helping us create in the physical, tangible reality what we know in our heart we must do. This is helping us understand the purpose of your life's lessons. The North Node is what takes us on this journey of like, well, we should be going this way right now, and now it's time to go this way. Now it's time to go this way. So Venus here is showing us the value of following your North Star, doing what you know you must do. So this energy is here to help ground your perfect vision into reality. Does that make sense? It makes a lot of sense to me, and I just want to make sure it's making sense for you guys. Jacqui says this resonates so strongly, especially Earth and Air being Gemini Sun and Virgo rising. Yes, yes, yes. Lisa likes this card. It feels right. Cindy, thank you. Agoda, yes, it resonates. Kieran is a Gemini. That'd be too confusing. Never mind. Anik, okay, I picked the wrong day to have a chiropractor appointment now. I'll watch the replay for the rest. Thank you, Anik. Yeah, if you guys came in anytime after 8:15 Central, we've been here for 50 minutes. I always record these and I put them on my YouTube channel. So all you got to do is search my name on YouTube and you can watch the full astrology explanation, all the oracle cards. We are going to go over an hour today, just letting you guys know. Thank you, Kieran. God bless, much appreciated. Love and hugs from Dublin. Melissa says, I've been thinking about doing yoga teacher training. I feel everything you've said today is telling me to do it. I've been resistant to it because it's such a big commitment. I hear you. I feel like card number 4 might speak to you specifically, Melissa, because that's when we're going to be asking about Taurus season, and Taurus loves to commit. Taurus is super committed. It's fixed earth, right? Here I am now. Dig my feet in. So, yeah, hang out for that. But if you're already feeling it, I mean, it's your intuition, right? Card number 3. What does the energy of Friday's Mercury conjunct Venus have available for us? That's at 17 degrees of Aries. Mercury conjunct Venus. Come on, astrology brain. Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus. It's remembering your value. Damn right I deserve this. Damn right I get to have the life that I desire. That's the energy of Mercury conjunct Venus. So which dragon can speak to us and give us another way of feeling the energy that Friday's Mercury conjunct Venus has for us? Kelly says her yoga teacher training changed her life forever. No, I'm not a double Taurus, but I'm a double Venus. My moon is in Libra, so my sun and moon are both ruled by Venus. Gotta scoot, Greg. Love you. I'll see you later, bruh. Kieran, I'm only noticing that little cozy beauty. Oh, that's Gemma. Yeah, that's Gemma. All right, guys. Mercury conjunct Venus. Remembering your value. What energy? What does that conjunction have available for us? Card number 3. This is the Earth and Water Dragon. Creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. 4th dimensional brown and green earth and water dragons bring the blessing of a new opportunity. They synchronize the energy and timing to ensure it blooms. The element of earth enables us to ground our projects, while the element of water enables us to flow with them. When combined in the earth and water dragon, these are very auspicious qualities. When mixed together in the physical world, earth and water create mud, which is excellent for the growth of seeds. If you are planting a tree, you place its roots into the soil and make sure it has a strong foundation. Then you activate its growth with water. In due course, you harvest the fruit. The more effort you put into providing the perfect conditions for the tree, the better the crop. This card is showing you that this is a good time to create. With the gracious assistance of the earth and water dragons, you can lay a strong foundation for your future. Picking this card suggests it is time to start a new phase of your life. Fresh opportunities may be presenting themselves to you, so be ready to nurture any ideas or visions that come to you. The earth and water dragons will enable you to know intuitively what is right for you and to harness your creativity. They will help you to generate the right conditions to succeed. They will motivate you to put in the necessary work, for this is an important step. And then you can harvest your abundance. Most importantly, they will help you to take things lightly. So listen to your inner wisdom. The time for action is now. So yeah, Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus in Aries. Damn right I deserve this. Plant the seed. Plant the seed because the soil is ready, it's fertile, we're coming into Taurus season, you're gonna have that patience, you're gonna have that stable, I'm just gonna nurture this, I'm just gonna be here, it's okay, we don't have to rush it. Yeah, plant the seed, go to yoga teacher training, 100%, that was like perfectly timely with all of that. And any other projects that anyone else is considering diving into. Yeah. This might make a lot more sense on Friday because that's when this conjunction is happening that we asked about with this card. Mercury retrograde conjunct Venus, 17 degrees of Aries. Yeah, do it. Do it. Whatever it is that you want to do for you, do it. Plenty of TLC. Karma just moved into your new home and got ready to get back into pottery. I love it. Agoda, I am again crying with this card. You are an earth and water intuitive. Oh my gosh, this is speaking directly to you. Melissa loves this. Kiana, all this energy is having me feel amazing even though my job ended on Monday and I don't know what's yet next, but I feel fabulous. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Whatever you want to happen is what's going to happen. Deborah, planting seeds with my science students and have had a card to call a friend about yoga training too. This is a very literal card for me. Yay, Kaya, just do it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Vicky says, Jackie, did you feel that energies were fired up days and a week after the eclipse? Also, communications were whack? 100%. Yeah, eclipse energies are going to throw everything for a loop, and we're in the middle of a Mercury retrograde. So I don't know. That's why I love just understanding astrology. Excuse me. Because it makes it easy to be like, oh, it's just that. Oh, the world isn't ending. My life isn't going to shit. It's just Mercury retrograde. Oh, it's an eclipse season. Things are going to be changing. Okay. Daphne, thank you so much for your donation. It's very much appreciated. Kieran says, new chapter and beginnings. That's absolutely right. Bonnie says the eclipse was debilitating for me temporarily. I love that you feel the temporarily part of that because it's not forever. And that's really what I was talking about, why I love having an understanding of astrology. Because yes, if you're on not your correct path, if you're like side sweaving, my words today, if you are off track, if you are trying to reach for something that's not in alignment with your highest good, and if you haven't been listening to go this way, the universe sometimes has to pick you up and move you all the way over so that you can bring in your highest destiny. And that can be uncomfortable, especially if you're attached to what you had. And I know it's not fun. We are going to pull one more card. And this last card, we're going to ask, what does the sun in Taurus have available for us? So this whole upcoming Taurus season starts on Friday, April 19th. Taurus season goes until May 20th. We're going to use the Mystical Shaman Oracle. This is a pocket deck, so the cards are really tiny. Just saying that, but Mystical Shaman. So one card from this deck, thank you guys for staying past the hour. We are asking, what does the Sun in Taurus have available for us? If you guys have been enjoying today's session, if you would like to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation, they are always appreciated. If you would prefer to donate off of Insight Timer, I do, sorry, I'm trying to get this live stream going elsewhere. I do have links in my link tree for PayPal and Venmo. I know that some people are not cool with the Apple taking 30% of teacher donations, so I have alternate means if you're interested. If you haven't yet followed me on Insight Timer, if you'd like to consider doing so, you'll be updated when new classes are posted. If you came in anywhere after 8:15 Central Time and you missed out on some of the stuff I was talking about, you can hop over to my YouTube channel where I post all of my replays. What else? We're coming up on a hot week because we're coming into Taurus season. So that means that I will be releasing a new course. Look at Sophia's reading my mind. The course is not out yet. I was doing my best to edit it yesterday while I was babysitting, and I got zero work done. I am going to edit that today, actually right after this, and then I'm going to submit it to Insight Timer. So I don't know how long it'll take to get approved, but I'm doing my best to have it live for you guys. That being said, I also create a video course and put it on my Patreon for sale. So if you guys are more visual, you can access that there. That doesn't need to go through an approval process. Whenever I'm good with it, I'm going to throw it up. So I will absolutely send out an email to my email list people when everything is ready to go. So if you're not on my email list, you can do that in my link tree. Just go into my Insight Timer bio, click the link. Everything you'll ever need is right there. The email list, I think, is like towards the top. With every zodiac season, I send out my free Spotify playlist. It's just a fun way to listen to radio hits that feel like the energy of the season. So that can help you. You know, I was talking about how we're coming out of Aries season. So if you've been listening to the Aries playlist, you could see it's all about like, yeah, let's do this for the first time. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm the best. And now you come into the Taurus playlist and it's just a different way to feel like, oh, we're slowing down. Oh, things are getting more simple. Oh, it's all about money. Taurus season is all about money. So that's it. Lisa's looking forward to the course. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I just started with Aries season, but this year I'm releasing a course every season for how to embody the energy that's available with the sun. So the sun was in Aries. I released a course. Here's what Aries energy is all about. Here's how you can embody Aries energy into your life. Next, going to be Taurus. Here's what Taurus energy is all about. Here's how you can bring Taurus energy into your life while we're in Taurus season. The more I've done this, the more my life just flows, and I'm not fighting against the universe. I know when it's time to act. I know when it's time to pull back. I know when it's time to process emotions. So I'm trying to pass that on to you guys. Alrighty. What does the sun in Taurus have available for us? April 19th through May 20th. The sun in Taurus brings us lightning. Card number 30. The formidable electrical discharge of a lightning bolt brightens the sky and strikes the earth, accompanied by the mighty sound of thunder. This phenomenon has a positive aspect. The light illuminates the earth and the psyche, but there is a destructive side as well. The bolt can burn, even kill, if it's too strong. The forces of the upper world are investing their gathered energies to ignite you with new inspiration and creativity. Allow this divine gift of awakening to take root in your being and enjoy a renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision. Life has gifted you with a destiny that is in alignment with your passion and in harmony with all existence on Earth. Now, lightning has come to jolt you into accepting your destiny. Let this initiation release what is in the way of your fulfilling your life purpose. Otherwise, you'll be bound to your karmic fate. This is a time to be courageous and daring. So the sun in Taurus is bringing us the energy of lightning. This is destiny energy, which makes complete sense with all this North Node stuff we got going on the week before Taurus season. We're remembering what our destiny is. We're remembering why we're doing what we're doing. And we're remembering, man, I really value myself. Man, I really want this life for myself. So here comes Taurus season. We have a whole month of that fixed earth energy. I'm going to sink my teeth into this. I'm going to root myself down into this energy because this is exactly what I want. So the lightning comes in because this is equally as creative and life-bringing as it can be destructive. In order to step into the life that you desire, you have to let go and lightning away what you don't desire. So interesting that this is right after the eclipse. We know that our lives have kind of been in upheaval since the eclipse. Mercury retrograde is throwing things out of whack. So that's where I'm feeling this lightning. It's energies like that. Some relationships might be leaving. Some predictable ways of income might be leaving. Don't take that if that scares you. But that's just what came through, especially with all the Taurus energy. Taurus is resources, money. But just because it's predictable and stable and it leaves, that doesn't mean that new beautiful things are not going to come in. I actually love this because there was a really cool storm last night. So much that thunder woke me up. I'm a pretty hard sleeper. So that's really interesting that the sun in Taurus is bringing us this lightning energy. Destiny that is in alignment with your passion. I have this really strong sense that like you all know what you need to do and you're ready to ground it. You're ready to bring it into reality. So if this animal card resonated with you, utilize animals in your life to feel the metaphor of healing. Observe animals in your life, heal animals in your life, and let them teach you. Earth and Air Dragon wants to help us ground our ideas into reality. Doubled up with that Earth and Water Dragon right afterwards, fertile soil. The soil is ready for you to plant your seeds, to actually start growing this. And then Taurus season, the whole season of Taurus, is going to bring us that new lightning bolt. Oh, I have this passion now. Oh, I want to step into this. Oh, I have a renewed sense of energy to continue to follow my passion. So I'm super excited for this Taurus season. I hope you guys are as well. I'm very excited about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction that I will talk about tomorrow. And then next Monday, we'll talk about the next full moon. Thank you, Tracy, for your donation. Very much appreciated. Oh, just a reminder for you guys, I switched up the way that I do my thank yous for my donations. I am now doing a book dump because I thought it was fun. It's better than just saying like, thank you, I appreciate you, thank you, which is really nice to say. But now I'm going to ask the book for a sentence or two for you guys. So that's what all these words are. It's not me just like telling you how to live your life. It's coming from one of the books that I used for today. So that's why. Agoda, I am a Taurus. Eleanor loved all the cards. Thank you. You're so welcome. Nancy says thank you. They all resonated. Appreciate it. Yeah, Lori, you're just a bit north of me. That storm had massive lightning. Yeah, it was really nice. It was really nice. I think, is it supposed to storm again tonight? I'm okay with that. Joy says your playlists are so much fun, and that's just what's needed to set the tone. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you guys. I will see you on Friday. Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. Super excited. Sending love to all. Namaste. Gemma enjoyed being with us all day. I hope that video was just as insightful for you as it was for all of us. Darla and I really appreciate you being here with me. Thank you for liking this video, sharing it with a friend who you think would benefit, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. Also, drop a comment and let us know what you got from this video. What was your biggest insight or takeaway? If you want to see what else I'm working on, click on my link tree. It's right underneath this YouTube video. We'll see you next time. Take care.